Che Guevara's famously bloody revolution led him across the island of Cuba, where he experienced many of the climates that this Caribbean island has to offer. Che and his comrades snuck on to Cuba from a yacht on December 2nd, 1956, and into the Sierra Maestra Mountains near Santiago de Cuba, the second largest city on the island. This area in December would have been around 24 degrees Celsius with dry winter conditions in this tropical savanna climate. A little further to the west of the landing point was the American military base at Guantanamo Bay, with a hot, semi-arid climate, the driest on the Cuban island. No doubt the young Che was relieved the Americans didn't catch him in the Sierra Maestra, but many of his comrades were taken out by the Cuban army on December 5th. Che and his troops built up their strength until the summer of 1958, when they began an offensive that led them northwest near Camaguey. This, Cuba's third largest city, has a tropical savanna climate and would have been averaging 28 degrees Celsius with occasional rain as Che passed by. In December of 1958, Che and the rebel army won a key victory in the Battle of Yaguajay. Che and his comrades would have experienced comfortable 22 degrees Celsius dry conditions in which to engage the Cuban army in battle. They avoided the rainy seasons of summer and early autumn, where precipitation occurs half of each month. Right after this great victory, Che Guevara marched west and launched the Battle of Santa Clara, a city with equally comfortable conditions to Yaguajay. But Cuban President Batista was feeling pretty uncomfortable with Che's decisive victory, and despite the pleasant climate, Batista fled to the east, to the largely tropical Dominican Republic aboard his airplane. Meanwhile, Che continued his march towards the capital city of Havana, passing through the province of Matanzas, which contains the vacation destination of Varadero. Now, there's no doubt that Che would have enjoyed a cigar and a bottle of rum in the tropical savanna climate conditions of Varadero Beach, but first he had business in Havana. On January 2nd, 1959, Che Guevara entered the Cuban capital of Havana after having crossed the entirety of Cuba. Arriving in winter, he would have avoided the most extreme of Havana's rainier tropical monsoon climate as he took final control of the capital. The key question of Che's march is whether the warm, dry climate of much of Cuba greased the wheels of Che's ruthless revolution and changed the course of history. Climate Time's answer, of course, is yes! And with that, subscribe to Climate Time as our world tour continues each week.